Hey, future mama, God cares about your fertility, and so do I. Use this journal to allow God to speak to you so that you can prophetically navigate your motherhood journey. There may be weeks that you feel frustrated with all the things that you need to focus on to boost your fertility. Making lifestyle changes is a day by day process. Do it purposely until you can do it passively. Decide now that you will commit in doing whatever it takes holistically to heal your body. Once you have consistently committed to these changes, your body will be in optimal condition to get pregnant. Isn't it amazing to know that God created our bodies to regenerate our eggs and His semen every 90 days? Literally, in 90 days from now, you could be pregnant or in optimal condition to get pregnant, even with your diagnosis. This journal will support you for the next year of your journey. I believe you can and will get pregnant before you get a chance to complete this journal, but continue to use it to navigate your goals that you have for your pregnancy and newborn stage. Welcome to Prophetic Pregnancy Journaling. My name is Michelle Tillman. I am the owner of Fertility Freak, where we help couples who are struggling to get pregnant to unblock their fertility so they can start the family of their dreams. You can follow along with us in this journal. It is on Amazon. So go ahead and type in Michelle Tillman Prophetic Pregnancy Journaling so you can be journaling with us. I give this journal to all of my clients who start with me in our group coaching program because I understand that many times people come to me with their diagnosis, what their doctor has told them, or what they have been through, and some of the traumatic situations they have had to endure. And so when they come to me and I'm like, okay, girl, here's 27 things that you got to be doing if you want to improve your fertility. They're like, whoa, okay. I didn't know I should be doing all of that. And so it can become overwhelming when you don't have a weekly strategy and plan for what you're going to be focusing on that week. So in this journal, I have a little letter that I've written to you. And I want you to know that I got your back. And I've made this because of the 16 women who I've been able to help get pregnant at this current time. I know there's more to come from the past year. I have learned that helping them break down their goals into mini goals is what's made them more successful. So the fertility checklist, which is in the front of this book, will tell you a lot of the things that you can consider to put down during this journaling call, but be open to allowing God to give you your specific clarity on what He wants you to focus on, because this journey, I believe when it's God led, we can avoid so much heartache and pain because God will literally guide our footsteps. And I believe that's the quickest way to get pregnant, is to work with God and with what He's already called for you over your life. So with prophetic pregnancy journaling, we're going to do what we call a call and response journal prompt between you and God. And so with this journaling method, I actually learned about this from an author and speaker called Mark Verkler. It was also confirmed through a process with one of my mentors, Prophet Chanelli Martin, with prophetic planning. And between those two, God has really drilled into me. This has got to be a part of every woman's process who you work with. They have got to learn to hear the voice of the Lord so that when I give her instructions about what doctor to go to, what to focus on, how to navigate this, that you have divine insight, not just from me because I'm an expert, but also from Holy Spirit, where He can give you divine insight for your journey. So sometimes when you're trying to hear the voice of God, it seems a little tricky, but I want to make sure that you understand that you don't have to over spiritualize it. There's different ways that you may hear from God. Some people, it's like you just get an inner knowing, like you just know that you know that you know that God is saying that. So when you ask yourself a question, if you have that inner knowing, whatever that inner knowing feeling is or thought is, write that down. Sometimes you will audibly hear God. I would say this is probably less common, but you may hear, Shamika, go to this doctor. And if you hear that, listen, make sure you write that down. Sometimes you have a flash vision, and that's where you're still awake, but God allows you to see with your eyes something that he's trying to show you about your future. Whatever you see, write that down in detail, because God is trying to tell you something. And then lastly, sometimes it's like a thought in your head and it sounds like your own voice, but you may be unsure if it's you, if it's God, like is the enemy. Who is this? I'm not sure, but it came to my mind and I'm asking God a question right now. So I'm going to write this down. And so here's an example. Maybe you left the house and you were just ironing your clothes and you're rushing out the house and you get in the car and you're driving off and you think to yourself, did I leave the iron on? You didn't say it out loud, but you actually thought it in your head and you heard it in your voice. Sometimes God sounds like that to us. So whenever you are asking a question and you hear your own thought in your head, but you didn't say it out loud, it feels like your own thought, but sometimes that's how God sounds to you. So make sure you don't discredit anything that you hear. Okay, so we have 3 prompts and you're going to have 5 minutes under each prompt. It's not a whole bunch of deep diving. What is the first thing that you hear, see, or sense when you are asking yourself these questions each week? Okay, so let's get into it. We're going to spend 5 minutes on each prompt. The first prompt says, this week I will focus on. This week I will focus on. So you can use your fertility checklist or ask Holy Spirit, what do I need to focus on this week in particular? And you have 5 minutes. Okay, here is prompt number 2. These are the obstacles that I may face this week. Okay, so you know what you're going to focus on. Now, based on that focus, what obstacles may you face while you're trying to stick to that focus? You have 5 minutes. Okay, now we are on prompt number 3. So you know what you're going to focus on. You know what obstacles may come up while you're trying to focus on those things. Prompt 3 is, I will overcome these obstacles by. So you know what you have to deal with every week. You know how your coworkers are. You know how your family is. You know how your neighbors are. Whatever it might be that would get in the way of you doing those focuses. What are you going to do to make sure that you actually get them done? How are you going to overcome? Okay, so you have 5 minutes. All right, so now you have went through everything you're going to focus on this week. What might stop you from being able to concentrate and fulfill these focuses, and how you're going to overcome those things that might block you from doing what you have planned to do. So what I want you to do is drop in the chat for me, drop a comment on this video. I want to know, what are you focusing on this week? What were your wins from last week? Did you see something that you were able to accomplish that you're proud of? Or is it that you need to repeat some of the things that you did from last week because you weren't quite successful at them yet? What is it that you are feeling from your past wins, and for this coming week, what is it that you're going to focus on? One of the things that I love for you to do is be honest about where you're at and share, because you never know what you are sharing, how that can positively impact someone else who is watching or listening and understanding like, oh, maybe that's something I need to ask God about. So feel free to share. I'm going to share some of mine while you share yours in the comments, because every week there's something you need to focus on. The whole point of this is so that you continually build on your habits. So as you are successful in one habit, then you can build another one. The hardest thing to do is to have so many things to do, and you can't be successful at all of them at the same time because it may feel overwhelming. So take your time. I know we all want to get pregnant as soon as possible, right? Because it's been a long time already. But I want to make sure that you understand how important it is to focus and be successful versus doing a whole bunch of things and then failing them all. And then you feel defeated and you're like, oh my God, I can't do this. You can do it. God has a plan for you. Ask him step by step, day by day, week by week, how am I going to navigate this journey? God has brought me into your journey. You being able to watch this video, or if you're already working with me as your coach, I want to help you navigate this season. Myself, being able to overcome infertility 2 times based on being overweight, undiagnosed endometriosis, male factor infertility. There were so many things that doctors said there's no way that you're going to get pregnant based on your age, based on your weight, all these different things that I was told. And God has blessed my womb 2 times already. And since I've been able to help over a dozen women get pregnant in the last year, I'm excited to be a part of your journey too. So make sure you're sharing right now in the comments. What is it that you're focusing on? What are your wins? And how are you going to turn things around for this next week? And if you have any other questions about what it means to work with me, or if you're already working with me and you need some more one-on-one time, I would love to help you. Drop it in the comments. Say, hey, I need some extra help. Or you can shoot me an email to hello@fertilityfreak.com. Or you can feel free to reach out to me on any social media platforms. I am at Fertility Freak on all platforms: YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. I would love to hear from you. And I'm so excited about how you are working this plan, because God has a plan for you. And I'm so happy that you are not just praying, but you are doing the work. You've already made a bold step by being here. Continue to be bold. Continue to follow the Fertility Freak protocol, because we want you to be able to understand your fertility, get testing and results all from the comfort of your home, so you don't have to sit around and wait on a doctor's appointment to get some answers. We are a full service coaching program where we want to make sure that you have everything you need, and we're going to ship everything to your doorstep so you don't have to wait for another doctor's appointment to get answers. You're going to get answers, and I'm going to walk you through what to do with those answers so that you get pregnant faster. I can't wait to see you soon. I can't wait to see your miracle babies, and I hope you have a wonderful week, and I'll see you next week. Same time, same place. Love y'all. Get a free video training from me when you send me a screenshot of you holding this journal to @FertilityFreak on IG, Facebook, or TikTok. With love, Michelle.